You did not stay to the end. So those things discussed at the end, you will not get them. You deprive yourself of it. But very critical things were discussed. You were not there. You don't need to stay for throughout the classes. Why? Huh? That has become your norm now. You will start, but you will just leave at your own time. You start and you will just leave at your own time. Why? Anyway. Oh. You start, you just leave at your own time. You start, you just leave at your own time. You start, then you just leave at your own time. Start, and I'm not going to give a recap. I'm not going to give any recap again for that. Okay, so today we are starting with Unit 3, Lesson 8.
That's the new exercise. Yes, it's here.
So, Lesson 8 is Guru Puja. And there are 4 major topics in Lesson 8. 4 main topics in Lesson 8. Generally, the unit is entitled Guru Puja. And these 4 lessons are 1, regular worship of Srila Prabhupada. 2, the importance of Guru Puja. 3, formal worship of ISKCON Gurus. 4, Vyasa Puja. So the importance of Guru Puja. There are some quotations here in the student handbook. Let us just read them first. Sakshadari Twena Samasta Sashray Uktastata Bhavyata Eva Sabi. The spiritual master is honored as much as the Supreme Lord because he is the most confidential servitor of the Lord. Why? Because he is the most confidential servitor of the Lord. Then again, Aradhanam, Sarvesam, Vishnu, Aradhanam, Param. Tasman Parataram Devi, Tadyanam, Samashanam. Lord Shiva told the goddess Durga, his wife, "My dear Devi, although the Vedas recommend the worship of demigods, the worship of Lord Vishnu is topmost. However, above the worship of Lord Vishnu is the rendering of service to Vaishnavas who are related to Lord Vishnu." It is the same principle. Those who consider themselves servants of God, God doesn't consider them as a servant. But those who see themselves as servants of the servant of the servant of the servant of the servant of God, God sees them as his actual servant because their life is full of humility. And humility is the watchword when you come to spiritual life. Pride cannot take you anywhere in spiritual life, but humility will take you everywhere. So humility is our watchword as against pride, the watchword of the deviants. Then again, Yeme Bhakta Jana Parta, Name Bhaktas Chate Jana, Man Bhaktanam Chaye Bhaktas, Teme Bhakta Tamamata. Lord Krishna told Arjuna, those who are my direct devotees are actually not my devotees, but those who are the devotees of my servants are factually my devotees. It's a quotation from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Adi Kanda or Adilila. Also in Mandia Lila, it is there too. Then it is not self-aggrandizement, it is real teaching. So this Guru Puja, which we are doing, it is not self-aggrandizement. Not that the Guru wants to be worshipped, but it is the process. It is real teaching. You sing daily, what is that? Guru Mukha Padma Vakya. Then you say, Arana Kori Yamani Asa Arana Korea Aikya. Bas. This is translation. This is translation. I tell you frankly, whatever title or whatever little success is there in this Krishna consciousness movement, I simply believed what was spoken by my Guru Maharaj. You also continue that, then every success will come. So success in devotional service depends on the mercy of the Guru. So anyway, that is about that. Then let us come. What are some of the benefits of Guru Puja? What are some of the benefits of regular Guru Puja? One of the benefits is that we get the mercy of the Guru. If you do Guru Puja regularly, you will get the mercy of the Guru. And by the same token, if you do Guru Puja regularly, you will get the strength to implement the principles. If you do Guru Puja regularly, you will get the strength to obey the rules and regulations. Why? Because the mercy of Srila Prabhupada will flow through to you. The mercy of the Gurus will flow to you. The mercy of the entire Paramparam will flow to you. Then that will sustain you, that will immunize you against the onslaught of the tremors of nature. And as we explained in our last session, whereby we talk about the regulative principles, that if you are able to follow these principles, there is fire inside the principles that is hiding. Just like fire is hiding inside wood. Fire is hiding inside the wood. So when you see the wood first, you don't see the fire. But anywhere you carry the wood to, the fire is there with you. As soon as you ignite the fire, then the fire in the wood will manifest itself. So similarly, there is the fire of self-realization. There is the fire of self-awakening. There is fire of realized knowledge inside these principles that we follow. So by the same token, there is fire inside Guru Puja when you do it. Doing the Guru Puja means you are lighting the fire. Ordinarily, the wood will not give fire unless you light it, though the fire is inside. So though the fire is lying latent, it's a fire of bhakti, the fire of purification is lying latent, the fire of knowledge, realized knowledge is lying latent in the activity of Guru Puja. It is when you do the Guru Puja that the fire is ignited. So the process of doing the Guru Puja is to ignite that fire of purification, that fire of realized knowledge. You see? So that is the secret. When you do the Guru Puja regularly, you get the compounded mercy of the spiritual master. And the Guru Puja, when you are doing Guru Puja, worshiping the Guru, there should be a particular mood. You don't worship the Guru in any mood and you get the desired result. There is a particular mood you should be into when you are worshiping the Guru. Your mental culture, when you are in the temple room, when you are in front of the Guru, when you are about to do Guru Puja. If it is right, you do group puja, you get the maximum benefit. But if your mental culture is polluted, is improper, if your attitude is improper and your mood is improper, you will not get the maximum benefit. You get some benefit at best, but not the maximum. So what is the mood? What should be the mood? What should be our mood when we are doing group puja? Oh yeah, brainstorm and tell me something. What should be our mood when doing group puja? I have asked you a question and I'm waiting for the answer. I have asked you a question. I am expecting answer now. What will be our mood when we are doing group puja?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Bhakti Titus.
Dandavat pranams.
Pranams, all glories.
Prabhuji, please, I think when we are performing Guru Puja, our mood should be in such a way that we should think that we are servants and we've gotten the opportunity to lie on the lotus feet of our spiritual master. And through him, we can cross the ocean of birth and death. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So it should be a mood of submission, a mood of humility, and a mood of respect, a mood of gratitude, isn't it?
Yes, please, Prabhuji.
If you are in the right mood, if you are in the mood of gratitude, if you are in the mood of respect, if you are in the mood of humility, then of course you get the maximum results. You should be in the mood of seeking Krishna's blessings or Krishna's potency, Krishna's mercy. You are in the mood of seeking Krishna's mercy. Like you have a big man that has everything. Everything you are looking for, the big man has it. So if you appear before this big man, naturally, because you are expecting to get something from him, your mood will be automatically conducted. You will enter into the mood of humility, respect, submission. Why? Because you are expecting something from this powerful man. He has money. He has anything money can buy, he has it. And he can bestow his mercy on you. So in this case, you have the spiritual master with you, in front of you, especially the Prabhupada, the previous acharyas. They are very powerful personalities. They have Krishna, so they can deliver Krishna to you. And if you have Krishna, you have everything, because Krishna is the owner of everything in existence, both physical and metaphysical. So if you have his mercy, automatically everything you are looking for, you get it. So the spiritual master can deliver Krishna to you because he's carrying Krishna's mercy, can deliver it to you. So if you are in the presence of such a spiritual master, wanting to glorify that spiritual master, your mood matters. You cannot be in the mood of pride and you expect to get the maximum result. You cannot be in the mood of, ingratitude and expect maximum result. You have to be in the mood of submission, humility, sincerity, in the mood of gratitude.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Hare. Go ahead.
You have to approach the ceremony with devotion and love.
With love and devotion. Yes, with love and devotion, heartily. You have to approach it with open heart. The heart of wanting to please the person that you want to glorify. You want to please him. That is why you are there in the first place. You log off everything. You disconnect from everything, and you are now in his presence. This powerful person who can bestow everything on you. So your heart should be open. You approach him with love and devotion and submission and humility and gratitude.
Prabhu, and surrender.
And surrender. And surrender. Yes. Most importantly. Surrender means thy will be done. Let thy will be done. So you submit yourself and you start. Sri Guru Cha Rana Padma Kevala Bhakati Sadma Bandamui Sabadana Mate. Like this. Then you play the instrument. Chin, 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 chin. Guru Mukha Padma Vakya Chitete Korea Aikya Arana Korio Moni Asa. Like this. Very, very, very important. The mood of surrender, the mood of love and devotion, gratitude, submission, appreciation.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Haribo.
And you have to also focus and concentrate during the ceremony.
Yes. You have to focus and concentrate. Don't allow your mind to go everywhere. Because you can be there physically, but your mind will want to wander to so many things. It used to happen anytime you want to seriously chant. Your mind wants to remind you, you are supposed to do this, you are supposed to do that, you are supposed to think of. That is the time the mind is presenting everything else to you. Because it sees that you want to do something useful for yourself. They want to distract you. Your mind go to play winch. They go to play you winch. Now, testing you whether you are really serious. Oh, this is the time to go and call that person. But you can call that person anytime. And the mind say, just go and call this person now. Or look outside. You see, vehicle passing. You want to concentrate, but the mind want to take you out of. So for one whose mind is controlled, the mind is the best of friends. But for one whose mind is not controlled, the very same mind is the worst of enemies. It's in Bhagavad Gita. Therefore, bring the restless mind under control. See the mind as a very stubborn, whimsical, distractive person. We want to distract you from what will benefit you. So you have to enter into the mood of arresting the restless mind and engage in it. Engage it in devotional service. Anytime you want to do something spiritual, the mind will tell you, suggest so many alternative things for you to do. That is to show that the thing you want to do is very, very important for you. Anytime you want to do something that the mind is trying to take you away by force, you should know that that thing is most beneficial to you. So you should ignore the dictations of the mind and focus on doing that thing. And when you finish doing it, the same mind will come and clap for it. You are too much. You are too much. But if you are easily conquered by the mind will say, look, this one is my slave now. My slave. Anytime I dictate for him, follow my dictation. So it's part of spiritual practices. Mind and sense control is the beginning. The first and foremost thing to do in spiritual life is mind and sense control. Okay? So these prayers are very, very important. Guru Puja. Later we're going to see the translation of Guru Puja. Because there, all the benefits are there. Benefits of Guru Puja. Why should you do Guru Puja? We ask that question. Now we are asking, what should be our mood when we go and partake in Guru Puja? We have said many nice things. Okay? So we
Hare
should
Krishna
be
Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah, I think we must also have good interactions with others, like in terms of any relationship, because your heart must be pure and clean, so that you can offer your Guru Puja and then with a clear and clear conscious mind. You must
Yes.
have good relationship with others also.
Yes. You must have good relationship with others. Because if you don't have good relationship with others, it's like you are not peaceful, and but you are looking for the mercy of the master. That means some pride, there's some contamination in your consciousness. And the master will see it. And it will give you, it will reduce what the blessing you are supposed to get. You will not get 100% if there is any contamination. So if your heart is free, you have no grudges with others. If you have a clash with somebody, you offer obeisance to the person and beg for forgiveness before you go inside for Guru Puja. You get the maximum benefit. Yes, that is true. More complimentary points, please. Okay, so we should be in the mood of gratitude to Srila Prabhupada, in the mood of respect to Srila Prabhupada, and we should be in the mood of love and devotion, in the mood of surrender. We should be free from animosity when going there. And we should have the desire to, we should give up the desire for anything else. That means we should concentrate. We should go there with attentiveness and concentration. Then we should go in the mood of seeking Krishna's blessing from Srila Prabhupada, because we ourselves, we don't know how to please Krishna best. The pure devotees know how to please Krishna. So you want to glorify the pure devotee for that achievement. So you should move, if you want to seek the blessings of Sri Krishna, if you want to do Guru Puja, you should go in the mood of you are seeking the blessing of Sri Krishna or Krishna's potency from the pure devotee. That should be your mood. And you see that the spiritual master has the attorney, to deliver us. So you are in the presence of such a person who can deliver you. So you have to be very clear in your consciousness. Don't try to hide anything from him. You know my heart. I'm so surrendered to you. Please, if you see any contamination, help to remove it so that I become fixed. I want to strengthen my faith in Guru and Krishna. So that should be your mood. I want to strengthen my faith. I want to deepen my faith in Guru and Krishna. In devotional service, I want to deepen my faith. You have a desire to become a better devotee when you are in the presence of the good. The right attitude, right mood. Okay? Then we want to ask you, what are some of the benefits of regular Guru Puja? What are some of the benefits? If you go into Guru Puja with this right attitude, what will be some of the benefits? What will you gain? What are the benefits of going there with the right attitude? What are some of the benefits of going for Guru Puja, Jagya, in the right attitude?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah, purification of the mind and the heart.
Purification of the mind and the heart. Clean. Very true. 100%. If you go in the right attitude to do Guru Puja, your heart and your mind will be purified.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Haribo. Carry on. Hey, Bhakti Janet, are you disconnected?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Bhakti Samson.
Yes, Prabhu. It deepens the connection with the divine.
You?
It's deepened, like deep. It deepens the connection with the divine.
You keep.
It deepens, deep. Deepens.
Okay, yeah. If you are in the right attitude, doing Guru Puja, it deepens your connection with the divine flow, the energy coming from the Paramparam. It deepens your connection. You are positioned closer to receiving the mercy. Very, very true. And if you receive the mercy, if it deepens you get closer to receiving the mercy, then the more you will get taste. The more your taste for doing the correct thing deepens. Your taste for
And Prabhu.
Yes.
Yeah, and Prabhu also, and the fulfillment of wishes. The fulfillment of wishes.
Yes.
Fulfilled.
Yes. Your wishes, your desires will be fulfilled, provided those desires are for the betterment of yourself, betterment of the environment, betterment of everything around. They are positive desires. All those desires will be fulfilled. Sometimes even negative desires will be fulfilled also. So a devotee should not have any negative desire. The desire to harm others, you should remove all those things. Otherwise, it can turn against you. So desires can turn against you because it is demoniac. It is demoniac to desire suffering for others. So you stand in the presence of the Lord and you have such desire. The presence of the Guru, you have such desire. He can transform it to the opposite. We drag you closer and purify you of those negative desires and fulfill all your positive desires. Just like when you bring any contaminating to the sun is so powerful that it will just dry it up and purify it. Even if you bring stool before the sun, when the sun is very hot, it will just purify it, will dry up all the contaminating, polluting elements and transform it into something good. So if the sun can do that, what about the whole Param coming from the Lord himself? The energy coming from the Param, starting from the Lord, passing through pure devotee sun. Get to you, to purify you straight. Yes, so your desires will be fulfilled. So we have to refine our desires. Always think good about others. Always think of something that is good for you, that you want to achieve. Always think of how you can increase your service to the spiritual master and how you can be in a better relationship with other devotees. How your life can be a proper example for others. This will be your concern. And the Lord is readily there. The spiritual master is readily there to fulfill that desire because that is his own desire also. And you are coming with a desire that you want to assist him in his service. Immediately he will just purify your heart, fulfill your desires, and make you an instrument. Yes. Haribo, any more?
Yes, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Haribo.
Prabhu, but it also increase the acceleration of spiritual growth.
Yes, it will accelerate your spiritual growth. It will intensify. It will catalyze. It will boost your spiritual growth. If you are there in the right mood, doing Guru Puja. Very good. Any more thoughts on this? Okay, so you've gotten the point. The point is that your desires will be fulfilled very fast. Purification will take place in your heart, and you become a
Hare
better.
Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Haribo. Go ahead.
Hello, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
The Guru Puja,
Yeah.
it deepens your spiritual connection.
It deepens your spiritual connection. Yes. It solidifies it. It concretizes it. Yes. It concretizes your spiritual connection. Very true. So all these are beautiful points. You should note them down. You should note them down. And that will give you the reason for doing these programs. Because they are purificatory tools, on the part of your devotional service. And if you take them serious and you involve yourself in them, you see yourself get purified of all inebrities. And you become properly situated in exemplary conduct. And you become a conduit, an instrument, or a channel for positive change in others. Because when people see your own life, they want to know, they want to do what you are doing in order to also get there. You become attractive to people in general. To all sincere people, you become attractive.
Prabhu, it also brings divine blessings.
It invokes divine grace. It invokes the divine grace of the Lord, the Lord's grace. It invokes the Lord's grace. The Lord's grace is divine. So when the divine grace is upon you, all seemingly impossible things become possible. Very serious. When the divine grace is upon you, all seemingly impossible things become possible. When the divine grace is on you, all seemingly impossible things become possible. So, Guru Puja attracts or invokes the divine grace of the Lord upon you. And if you attain that, your life is successful. So let us act in a way that we attract the divine grace of the Lord. There is nothing better than this for man. So very, very beautiful, very, very beautiful. Very beautiful. The divine grace. And once you get the divine grace of the Lord, you are becoming better positioned as a channel for positive change in the lives of others. You become a channel for positive change in the life of others. You become an instrument in the hand of God. You become a carrier of the Lord's grace, a carrier of the Lord's mercy for the benefit of mankind. What a position.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Haribo.
Can it also be a way of showing gratitude to the Guru?
Yes. Yes, of course. When somebody is doing something very nice in your life, things that ordinarily you cannot achieve, making you become peaceful, satisfied, feeling connected, having a direct perception of yourself by realization. That person who brings that about, definitely when there's an opportunity to glorify such person, you find yourself there, you abandon everything, you schedule yourself in a way that you will be there to glorify such a person because you have brought glory to your own life. So it's a way of showing gratitude also to him, that thank you very much for all the good things you are doing for me. And that thank you attitude is the attitude of gratitude. And by that, you attract more blessings from the person. That's why when anybody who is able to take a posture of saying, thank you, God, for all the things you are doing for me, that person is qualified naturally to get more blessings from God. Just develop a thank you attitude to God, and you actually qualified. You have positioned yourself for getting more blessings from God because you are appreciative of what is already given to you. You are appreciative because it is the Lord who arranges for us to feed when we're in our mother's womb. It is the Lord who generated breast, whose arrangement generated milk to the breast of the mother for you to feed. And as soon as you came out, by the Lord's mercy, your eyes were able to resonate with the sun. So you're able to see. It is the Lord's arrangement. He's doing so much. The air belongs to him, without which no one can survive here. The earth is from him. Water that we drink is from him. And the design, the human design, the design of the human body, it was made by him. He's the supreme designer. The one who generated, who was able to generate plumbing arrangements, who did the internal plumbing in your system, connecting the nostrils and the windpipe to the appropriate sockets, connecting the mouth and the buccal cavity to the appropriate socket, connecting everything internally. This is the arrangement of the Lord, even the external, even the location of the eyes and the ear and the nose and the mouth were all done by him. They are all his design. So if you just develop a thank you attitude, God, thank you for whatever you are doing for me. You are qualified. You have positioned yourself for getting more blessings from God. So it's beautiful. It's a way of showing gratitude to the spiritual master also. Yes. Doing good.
Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Hello.
Please, I want to know, can the puja raise one's vibration?
Definitely. Definitely. When you are thus grateful to the spiritual master, the energy flowing from him comes to you.
Okay.
That's how you become a conduit. Become a conduit, a channel for positive change in others. So your vibration will be boosted. And that boosted, purified vibration will now become a channel. Higher energy will flow through you to reach osmotically. You know, you know the principle of osmosis?
Yes.
Whereby, yes, energy flow from place of higher concentration to that of lower concentration.
Yeah.
It's osmosis. So this happens, yes, sure. So Guru Puja is very, very important. Let us read the translation of Guru Puja. Devotees should try to have the song book so that, because the essential things are all there, the gurus have filtered and have brought out the essence in the form of the songs, their personal ecstasy. So here the translation. The lotus feet of our spiritual master are the only way by which one can attain pure devotional service. If you want to arrive at pure devotional service, you must do Guru Puja. I bow down to his lotus feet with great awe and reverence, with great respect and humility and submission and appreciation. That is how you present yourself in the presence of the Guru. By his grace, why should you do that? By his grace, one can cross the ocean of material suffering and obtain the mercy of Krishna. By his grace, one can cross the ocean of material suffering and obtain the mercy of Krishna. By his grace, one can cross the ocean of material sufferings and obtain the mercy of Krishna. That means you can cross over the ocean of nescience. You can cross to the other side of the ocean of nescience, where there is freedom. You are on this side where there are miseries. Miseries of birth, miseries of old age, miseries of disease, miseries of death. You are on this side. But by the grace of the spiritual master, you can cross over that ocean to the other side that is free from birth, old age, disease, and death. You become liberated from all material miseries by his grace. So why should an intelligent person not seek for the grace of the spiritual master? Somebody want to act for his enlightened self-interest. We definitely seek for the grace of the spiritual master, because by that grace, he can cross over the ocean of miseries, the ocean of nescience, onto the other side. How beautiful. Then, continuation. My only wish is to have my consciousness purified by the words emanating from his lotus mouth. So, part of your mood in approaching Guru Puja is to wanting to purify your consciousness. You want to be in the present, you want to glorify the Gurudev because you want your consciousness to be purified. Why should you want to purify your consciousness? When your consciousness is purified, you will be able to see things clearly as they are. Clearly as they are. And those who see things clearly as they are, they know that the Lord is the owner of everything. Is the source of both the material and the spiritual world. And everything rests upon him. You see? And for one who knows that, he engages in his devotional service with all his heart. So, you approach him in the mood of wanting to purify your consciousness so that you can see things as they are and qualify your activities. Do the right thing, because if you do the right thing, you attract the blessings of God. But you do the wrong things, you attract the chastisement of God. Which one do you want, blessing or chastisement? Naturally, blessing. Only one who is a pasugna. A pasugna is a butcher. One who butchers his own enlightened self-interest. We want something different. Understand? So that is it. We want our consciousness purified so that we can see things as they are and act as we're supposed to act and attract the blessing. Yes. Those who see things as they are, they know that the Lord is the owner of everything and they are subordinate. They are surviving by his mercy and by his grace. So they want to refine that connection. So they want to submit. They want to act naturally. Our natural position is to glorify God, is to work for the pleasure of God. That is our natural position. Just as the natural position of the hand or the leg or the eyes is to work for the pleasure of the whole body. You see? So our natural position, constitutional position, our inherent nature is to act for the pleasure of God, to make God happy. And when God is happy, the overflowing happiness will now come back to us, and we will also become happy in reciprocation. You get it? That is it. Attachment to his lotus feet is the perfection that fulfills all desires. See, whatever desire you have, if you become attached to serving the spiritual master and making him happy, you become properly aligned with the super soul, with the dictations of the super soul, because the spiritual master is one of the external manifestations of the Lord in the heart. So all his functions is in harmony with that of the Lord. He acts for the pleasure of the Lord. You see, he functions in harmony with the Lord. So when that happens, all your desires will be fulfilled. Attachment to the lotus feet is the perfection that fulfills all desires. When you are attached to the lotus feet and the service and the pleasure of the spiritual master, all your desires will be fulfilled. Therefore, it is good to refine your desires. Desire only that which is good for you. Desire only that which is good for everyone. Desire only that which will bring maximum benefits to mankind. Then naturally you have positioned yourself to become an instrument in the hand of God, a conduit in the hand of God, a conduit in the hand of the spiritual master. So you become somebody who is assisting your own spiritual master in pleasing God. And the reciprocal blessings, grace, will reach you in proportion to your involvement in those positive activities. What can be more beautiful than this? So group puja is very, very important. Then you say, it opens my darkened eyes and fill my heart with transcendental knowledge. It opens my darkened eyes and fill my heart with transcendental knowledge. The spiritual master opens our darkened eyes. Our eyes are darkened by all kinds of whimsical desires. Our hearts are darkened by all kinds of, frivolous desires. Desires, both fulfilled and unfulfilled. They have darkened our heart. Therefore, the spiritual master opens our darkened eyes and fill our hearts with transcendental knowledge. He fills our heart with transcendental knowledge. As we are saying, implicit in these devotional practices is the latent fire of purification, fire of self-knowledge, fire of realized knowledge. Is lying latent in our heart. So when we begin to do these activities are jagya, they are sacrifices. Doing activities to please God, doing activities to please the reverend. These are ultimate sacrifices. For that, you have to accept some voluntary inconveniences in order to satisfy, please the Lord. Whatever inconvenience you need to absorb in order to please the spiritual master, absorb it. God, that is the jagya. Inside that, hidden inside that activity is realized knowledge. And that knowledge comes from the heart. And therefore it is called transcendental knowledge. It is not tainted by any tinge of material affection. It is from the heart, pure from the super soul. And it is uncontaminated. It is transcendental knowledge. So the spiritual master opens our heart, opens our eyes, and it opens our heart, infuses our heart with transcendental knowledge. What a beautiful thing. It's most beautiful, and we are fortunate if we have a bona fide, authentic spiritual master, and we have the opportunity, the means to attract his mercy in order to illuminate our heart with transcendental knowledge. Only a fool will not take advantage of such an opportunity. We are so fortunate that we are in contact with this process. And to the degree we apply ourselves to it, to that degree, we get the maximum benefits. So let us take full advantage of it. Thank you. And you thank yourselves later. Take full advantage of it and thank yourself later. He is my Lord, birth after birth. From him, ecstatic prema emanates. By him, ignorance is destroyed. The Vedic scriptures sing of his character. You get it? From the pure devotee, from the spiritual master, ecstatic love of God that emanates. Ecstatic. God, the spiritual master, has no single material desire. He has no modicum of material desires. And he simply wants to function, is functioning on the platform of wanting to please God alone. Yes, his motivation is to please God, to walk in a way that God will be pleased with him, to walk in a way that God will use him as instrument to help others. So he has no selfish material desire. I want this, I want that. Nothing like that. So the Lord reciprocates with him proportionately, heart to heart. In fact, to the extent that the Lord, in fact, he said that though all our bodies are temples of God, but to a pure devotee, he has become conscious of this. Therefore, he shares opulences with the Lord. All the opulences the Lord has, he has his own percentage of it. Anytime he wants anything to be, the thing just happens. Because he is in touch with the Lord, and the Lord fulfills all his desires. So anything he desires, it happens. Anything he desires, it happens. Somehow or the other, it happens. Because everything is coming from the Lord. And the Lord wants to increase that the intensity of his pure devotees. He reciprocates. A mellow is generated. A transcendental, selfless, all invigorating, all luminous, all nourishing mellow is generated by such a relationship, deep relationship between the Lord and the pure devotees. A symbiotic relationship. It generates, ecstasy. From him, ecstatic prema emanates. So all what he's doing is for enlightened self-interest, is for enlightened self-interest. How to go deeper and deeper into the ocean of happiness. That is what the spiritual master offers. So how glorious, how fortunate to have come in contact with such a person in this lifetime. And to not take advantage of that opportunity is the greatest misfortune. That's why Lord Satan said, we are in contact with the holy name, which can fulfill all our desires. But do thy vow, Idrisam Iyajanu, na anuraga. We are so unfortunate that we have no attraction for it. We are thinking everything else is more important. Where is this? Where is that? By my effort, I'm getting it. We don't take that thing seriously. And that is our greatest misfortune. You see. By him, ignorance is destroyed. See? Just as a blazing fire burns firewood to ashes, so does the fire of transcendental knowledge burn to ashes all reactions to sinful activities. As a blazing fire burns firewood to ashes, so does the fire of knowledge burn to ashes all reactions to sinful activities. So the knowledge that is generated from pure contact with the pure devotee and the Lord satisfies everyone that is in touch with it, because ignorance is destroyed and pure knowledge is generated from that contact. How beautiful. By him, ignorance is destroyed. The Vedic scriptures sing of his character. Our spiritual master is the ocean of mercy, the friend of the poor, and the Lord and master of all the devotees. Oh, Master, be merciful unto us. Give us the shade of your lotus feet. Your fame is spread all over the world. May your fame be spread all over the 3 worlds. So, this is the beauty of doing Guru Puja, after attaining which our spiritual life is successful. Then, having said all this, there are more and more about this. But having said this, let us derive some spiritual, some principle from this. Yes. We must do two things, two essential the things we should work with. If we filter, if you concentrate, if you churn all these relationships together, two things are needed from you in order to get the maximum blessing from the spiritual master. Only two things. And one of them is attention, and the other one is submission. All these points we have made, we can just compound them and make them into two essential capsules that you can easily swallow. And when you swallow this capsule, it cures all the diseases in your heart. The attitude you should put up, you should be attentive and you should be submissive. Attentiveness and submissiveness are the two primary attitudes required for success in any endeavor. What to speak of devotional service, which is the ultimate activity. Two things. What is attention? Attention means, concentration. We should be focused. Let our focus be sharp. We should sharpen our focus. And what are we to be attentive to? So many components. We should be attentive to the scriptures. We should be attentive to the deities. We should be attentive to the instructions of the spiritual masters. We should be attentive to the chanting of the holy name. We should be attentive to hearing the glories of the Lord, the pastime, hearing the glories and the pastimes of the Lord. We should be attentive to doing all the 9 processes of bhakti. We should be attentive in all our devotional activities. And we have to be submissive. Attentive means you receive the message and you submissively implement it. Because if you get knowledge and you don't go ahead to implement, you will not get the maximum benefit. So when you get the knowledge of what to do, how to do it, and why you must do it, then you should go ahead to do it. Then you harvest. You take action in the positive direction, in a submissive state of mind. Submissive means you accept it, hook, line, and sinker. Then you go ahead to do it with all your determination, with fixed determination. Then the result will come fully, reciprocally. Yes, God is the author of the law of reciprocity. Ye yata mam prapadyante tam sataiva bajamia. Mama vatmanu vartante manusya patasavasa. The Lord remains the author of reciprocity. As you surrender unto me, so I reward you accordingly. Everyone follows my path in all respect. Ye yata mam prapadyante tam sataiva bajamia. Mama vatmanu vartante manusya patasavasa. All of them, as they surrender unto me, I reward them accordingly. So whatever devotional activity you are doing, do it with attentiveness and with submission. Chant the holy names, because the holy names are not different from God. You chant them, chant the holy name with attentiveness and submission. Study the scriptures with attentiveness and submission. Take the instructions of the guru or the spiritual master with attentiveness and with a submissive spirit. Worship the deity with the attentiveness and with a submissive spirit. Cook your food to be offered to the Lord with attention and submission. associate with the devotees with attentiveness and with submission. You should be determined to do the right thing. And that makes you become more humble. Because the more you try to do the right thing, the more you see how insignificant you are. The more you try to do the right thing, the more you see how much you do not know. Humility is generated from sincerely wanting to do the right thing. And that will define your attitude. And that attitude of submission, humility, and thank you, gratitude, we now invoke more of the mercy of God. God said, hey, this soul is a forfeit. Give him more blessings so that he can represent you. So better things happen in your life. Practice this. Yes, submissive to the spiritual master, submissive to the deities, attentive to the scriptures, the Maha Mantra, the chanting of the holy name, the 9 processes of Bhakti, Srimad Bhagavatam. All the components of devotional service should be attentive. So, if we are attentive to whatever we are doing in devotional service, and we are attentive to all the components of devotional service, we are attentive to the scriptures, to the holy name, to the deities, to the devotees, to the 9 processes of Bhakti, to our gurus. The result will be unity and discipline. Unity and discipline. When we become attentive and submissive to these essential components of devotional service, we become naturally disciplined. The lower self, our lower self, will succumb to the higher self. We will not respond to the demand of the lower self anymore because we have a higher knowledge, transcendental knowledge, churned out of this sincere devotional attitude and activities. Yes, there will be self-discipline. And if we are self-disciplined, then we will have understanding. Our understanding will also graduate into unity in diversity. We begin to see that every individual has its own unique, competencies. Everybody has his unique competence. And all unique competencies, when brought together for the glorification of the Lord, it makes the whole atmosphere one. That every unique competence is coming from God, is being endowed on us by God. And if it is employed in glorifying God, it becomes like cooking a very mystical, big devotional soup for God. All the ingredients blend together in the pot. And that becomes unity in diversity. What is the uniting factor? What is the denominator that unites the varieties? The denominator is service to Krishna, pleasure of Krishna. We want to serve Krishna, God, with whatever competence we have. That is the denominator. That denominator unites all the varieties in one pot, the pot of devotion. And the Lord, we enjoy it. The Lord will honor it. And nourishment generated will reach everybody who has contributed. Just like when you water the root of a tree, the energy, the nourishment is distributed around the whole tree, both the branches and the twigs, the one on top, the one down. Every part of the tree is nourished just by pouring water to the root. And just by sending food to the stomach, all the limbs and branches, all the components of the body will be nourished automatically. This is how beautiful this process is. So there will be unity and there will be discipline. If we do every activity we are doing with attention and submissiveness, all for our enlightened self-interest. Thank you for being there. So. It is sweet, oh, it is sweet, oh, so. Is it not sweet? So. It is sweet, very, very sweet. So we need attention or attentiveness with submissiveness, attention and submission. We need in order to harvest the blessings coming down from our services to the spiritual master in the right mood. In other words, we should serve the Guru in the right attitude, and if we do, everything will concentrate into attention and submission. That means the immediate effect of that service to the Guru in the right attitude is that we develop attention and submission. And when we develop attention and submission to all the components of devotional service or our daily devotional practices, be it studying the scriptures, receiving instructions and carrying out the instructions of the spiritual master, be it worshiping of the deities, be it chanting of the holy names of the Lord individually and collectively, be it studying Srimad Bhagavatam, any component of devotional service we do, then, of course, we will experience unity and discipline, ultimately, individually and also collectively. How beautiful. So beautiful. So, the mood of approach to Guru Puja, in a nutshell, the mood of approach to Guru Puja or worship of the spiritual master is reverential attitude. Reverential attitude to the spiritual master, from whom we have gotten our connection to Krishna. We do what we worship the spiritual master, glorify him, because it is through him that we get our connections to Krishna. And also it is through him we get our connection to all the devotional practices. And it is through him we get our connections to the scriptures. Because whatever we are confused about, the spiritual master helps us to navigate the scriptures. Navigate the scriptures and intensify our devotional practices, and also validate. It validates, it intensifies, and it navigates. It helps us to navigate deep into the scriptural injunctions and discover the essence and start practicing the essence. The spiritual master helps us to validate, that means to clarify all our doubts, to intensify, that means to go deeper in the devotional practices, and also to navigate, to go deeper into the scriptural injunctions and filter the essence for us. So he is a very important person in our life. He's a transparent via medium between us and the scripture and the spiritual master and Krishna. The spiritual master is a transparent via medium between us and the scriptures and God. So his position is very, very unique, and we have to respect him. And if you do that, you get more blessings. Okay? Hare Krishna. Okay. So if we approach the Guru Puja in the right attitude, what do we get as the benefit? We have already said it. We get abundance mercy of the spiritual master, abundant mercy of Srila Prabhupada. And we say if you are getting the abundance message from Srila Prabhupada, how will you know? How do you know as a devotee that you are getting the mercy of the spiritual master? This is another question. Brainstorming. How do you know? How do we know as devotees if we are getting the mercy of the spiritual master? How do you know you are getting the mercy of the spiritual master?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, please, I think you will know by developing more taste to serve. Hare
Wow.
Krishna.
Oh, but your intelligence is very clear. You have a clean intelligence.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Your thoughts are very pure. Yes, Hare Krishna.
Yeah, Prabhu, you actually know with a consistent service and obedience.
You will know what?
You actually know by your consistent service and your obedience.
Good. So first you develop tastes for devotional activities, more and more and more, your taste will intensify. Then you develop obedience and consistency. Yes, that is
And
very
again,
true.
yes, and again, you actually know by humility and submission.
Yes. Your humility and submission will increase or it will maintain. So if your humility and submission is not affected by anything, any circumstance, you should know that you are getting the mercy of the spiritual master. Yes. Humility maintains. You don't become proud and think yourself to be what you are not. Instead, you know that you are a servant of Krishna, you are a servant of all devotees, and your services continues. Your submission is unaffected. That means you are getting the mercy of the spiritual master. If you're developing taste, more taste for hearing Krishna's glories and pastimes, you should know that you are getting the mercy of the spiritual master. Yes. And if you are getting more satisfaction, you are satisfied in all circumstances. And you no longer anchor for unnecessary things. You no longer lament for unnecessary things. You know that you are getting the mercy of the spiritual master.
And Prabhu again, Prabhu
Yeah.
and automatic spiritual advancement.
Automatically, you become spiritually advanced. That means your humility will increase, your service attitude will increase, and you become blissful, joyful in the midst of all circumstances. Your spiritual advancement will increase. Yes.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. If one wants to know one is getting the mercy of the spiritual master, one more humble, more submissive, more humble and submissive.
You become more humble and submissive. Yes. So your submission will maintain, your humility will maintain, and even intensify. That means you are getting the mercy of the spiritual master. Yes, good. Yes. Become more humble, more submissive, more natural, more simple, and happier in your services. You become free from also anantas, offenses to other devotees, offenses to the chanting of the holy name, offenses committed in your various services.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Your knowledge begin to flourish and sorrows diminishes.
Your knowledge flourishes and sorrows diminish. Yes, naturally. Because the more you have self-knowledge, the more you see everything in the hand of Krishna. You see everything in Krishna. You see Krishna in everything. Therefore, no need for sorrow and lamentation again. Because you have your knowledge, your self-knowledge has increased. And your knowledge about how everything is coming from God is increased. How everything is a test on the part of your advancement, on the part of your devotional will increase. How much you see the hand of Krishna in every situation, and how much you see every situation in Krishna. Then your consistency will increase, your sorrow will diminish. There will be no cause for sorrow again. And for such a person, the kingdom of God is your rightful inheritance. Yes, according to the Srimad Bhagavatam. Tate anukampam susami samano bunjana evatma kritam vipakam hridvava pubi vidada namaste jive tayo mukhi Padesadaya bhak Tate anukampam Susami samano Bunjana vatma kritam vipakam Hridvagva pubi vidada namaste Jive tayo mukhi Padesadaya bhak. My dear Lord, one who earnestly waits for you to bestow your costless mercy upon him, all the while patiently suffering the results or the reaction of his past misdeeds, and offering you respectful obeisances with his heart, words, and body, who is surely eligible for liberation, for it has become his rightful inheritance or rightful claim. You see the hand of the Lord. Yes, Hare Krishna Haribo.
Your intuition also becomes stronger.
Your intuition becomes stronger. You have a direct perception of reality by realization. You become intuitively connected with the universal, harmony. You become connected. You begin to get dictation from the super soul. You begin to feel the dictation of the super soul. Super soul is talking to you. You begin to hear what the inner voice is telling you. You begin to hear it. Your intuition becomes more refined, become intense. These are all effects.
And also,
yeah.
and inner transformation.
Inner transformation, yes. Your heart will transform. And you yourself, you know, nobody needs to judge you, to tell you that you are making progress. Because things that were causes of anxiety to you before are no more causes of anxiety. Yes. You begin to see that, oh, the Lord is trying to test my patience. He's trying to push me to put this into practice because he has selected me for blessings. You want to purify me. Therefore, he has arranged this. Then you just smile and you pass the test joyfully. That means you continue to do your devotional service unconditionally. No matter what, you are happily doing your devotional service. So, yes, more purification.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Your focus shifts.
Your focus will shift from yourself to the Lord. Instead of wanting to please your senses, you want to please the senses of the Lord. And instead of thinking of how to gather material things, that, okay, gathering of material things is the source of happiness, you begin to realize that happiness is in contentment. Now, whatever that is good for you, the Lord will give it to you. And if you utilize it properly, you'll be happy, even happier than the person who has gathered a lot of material things. So yes, there will be a shift in focus from yourself to the Lord. Instead of leaving yourself in the center, arrogating everything to be coming from your own arrangement, you begin to see that the Lord is the one, yes, who is responsible for everything good. So the center belongs to the Lord. You remove yourself from the center. Buktaram Jagyata Pasam. That all activities you are doing, they are meant for pleasing the Lord, not yourself. So you are not in the center. You remove yourself from the center. Why? Because the center belongs to God. The center belongs to God. But material life means we are thinking that we are in the center. The center belongs to us. So we begin to do activities as if we are the architect of whatever is happening. Things are revolving around us. But when your focus shifts, when you become purified, when you get the mercy of the spiritual master, your focus will shift from yourself to the Lord. You immediately see that the Lord is the center of all activity. The whole world, the whole universes are revolving around him. That pleasing him is the ultimate solution to every problem. When you say spiritual solution to material problem, it means seeing everything in relationship with the Lord. And at that time, you begin to see that everything in this world is a paraphernalia provided by the Lord for his glorification. So whatever comes into your hand, you see yourself as a caretaker that you are, that thing is given to you by the Lord for his glorification. Then you begin to utilize everything in glorifying the Lord. Even if your own personal abilities, if you have education, if you have anything wonderful, if you have material opulences, if you have wealth, if you have beauty, if you have fame, all is for the glorification of the Lord. So the more things you have, the more you become situated in glorifying the Lord. You take a front row. You start organizing arrangements for glorifying the Lord. And if you continue to function like that, you see that this material world is no longer a material world for you. It transforms into the spiritual world. What made this world a material world is that we don't put God in the center anymore. We put ourselves and our desires and our longings in the center, relegating God to the background. We want the kingdom of God without God now. We become thieves and arrogant, selfish rascals. That is the cause of our problems. So it is an almighty solution when we begin to shift the focus, when we shift focus from ourselves back to God. The focus will be on God and his glorification, and every other thing falls into place naturally. This world at that time, you see it as part of the kingdom of God because God is in the center. See, this is how it works. It is very beautiful and it's a very powerful scientific process, applying which everyone, irrespective of your color, creed, country of origin, ethnicity, you will be happy. You'll be happy. Hare Krishna. Okay, so many more things are there. Many more things. Our taste for hearing about Krishna will increase. A taste for hearing Krishna Katha, Krishna pastimes. Our satisfaction will increase. That means no more hankering and lamentation. Yes, we are contented with whatever God has given us, and we develop a thank you attitude to him more and more. Then we get more services. Yes, the Lord will give us more service opportunities. If we are getting more service opportunities, while some people are dry, because service is actually the protection of a devotee. It is the protection of a devotee. What protects a devotee is his service. Well, it is through that service that the wood will be ignited. The fire of realized knowledge will be ignited from within his heart. And if that service is not there, he will not get it ignited. That means he will not be purified and it will not be protected. So service is the protection for a devotee. A devotee who has no service has no protection. Yes, a devotee that has no service, he has no connection proper connection with the Lord. So when you get more services, when more service opportunities are given to you, and you are getting more and more service opportunities, that means your spiritual master is pleased with you. That is a meaning. Your spiritual master is pleased with you, so you get more service opportunities. That means you get more opportunities to purify yourself. And the more purified you become, the closer you are to the Lord. So it is a blessing coming from the spiritual master, because he's pleased with your service attitude and he's pleased with your services. You see? So that is it. And those who have gotten the mercy of the spiritual master more, you become free from anatas, his peace of mind will increase, and he will develop a higher taste. He will develop a higher taste. And mind you, the principle of spiritual life is to replace lower taste with higher taste. The propensity to eat is still there, but the lower taste of eating garbage, eating dead body, will be replaced by the higher taste of eating prasad. The lower taste of singing mundane songs glorifying sex will be replaced by the higher taste of singing the glories of the Lord, talking about the glories of the Lord, telling others about the glories of the Lord, getting nourished by listening to the glories of the Lord, getting attracted to only reading books that are glorifying the Lord. You see, lower taste is replaced by higher taste. Instead of dancing to mundane musics, glorifying sex and worldliness, you derive pleasure instead in songs glorifying the Lord. So you can sing. The propensity to sing is still there, but you no longer sing mundane songs. You sing songs glorifying the Lord. See, you eat. The propensity to eat is there, but you don't eat everything again. Okay. The propensity to read is there, but you don't read everything again. You read only about the pastimes of the Lord, how to develop character in order to become exemplary in your service to God. So replacing lower activities, lower engagements with higher engagements is the principle. So your taste for glorifying God will increase. Yes, your taste for glorifying God will increase. Your taste for hearing about the Lord will increase. Your taste for chanting about the glories of the Lord will increase. Your taste for living in the association of devotees will increase. Your taste for taking prasada will increase. Your taste for anything glorifying the Lord will increase. And proportionately, your taste for lower engagement will decrease. So they are inversely proportional. If you get the mercy of the Lord in a nutshell, your taste for higher things or your higher taste will be that inversely proportional to your taste for lower engagement. Your taste for higher engagement will be inversely proportional to your taste for lower engagement. The more you get the higher taste, the less your lower taste become. This is inverse proportion. That means you are getting the mercy of the spiritual master. That means you are advancing in spiritual life and you are losing taste, more taste in material life, ordinary life, sinful life. If that happens, there will be less obstacles on the part of your spiritual life. And even if obstacles come to you, these obstacles are not brought to you by material energy in the way of karmic reaction. No, those obstacles are arranged by the internal potency of the Lord to purify you for higher engagement. So they are generated by the internal potency, not the external potency. They are conducted by the devotional potency of the Lord. Therefore, they are a kind of pastimes orchestrated by the Lord himself. You are not suffering reactions to sinful activities. You get the point? They say, yes, your obstacles will decrease. You will have less obstacles. And sometimes, even if you have obstacles in your spiritual life, those obstacles are not generated by karmic reactions. They are not a product of material energy. They are a product of the spiritual energy. That means they were arranged by the Lord's internal potency, devotional potency, as a matter of pastime for your purification. So they appear to be obstacles, but they are just platforms for your purification. When you arrive, you climb to arrive on it, you get more glories. So they are examinations for promotion. And the Lord will not give you the exam that you will not pass. As He gives you the exam, He gives you the strength to pass it, provided you have the right attitude and the right mood. So let us attract the Lord by developing the right attitude and the right mood. And especially when we get the mercy of the spiritual master, this is how it happens. Our activities are no longer conducted by the material energy. They are directly under the internal energy or spiritual energy of the Lord for our purification and for enactment of the Lord's pastimes in order to teach others. The Lord wants you to exemplify some resilience, exemplify some higher qualities that others will look onto. When this thing happened to such a person, look at how he accepted it, and he just uses it as part of his building block. And he put that obstacle as part of foundation block, and he stepped on it and he went ahead. So the Lord will use you as instrument to teach others on how to react when confronted by seemingly challenging situations. So he arranges it. That's why sometimes pure devotees of the Lord, they have some challenges. And when they have the challenges, it is not the challenge itself, but how they react to the challenges that bring out their inner qualities. You see, just like the social saying says, life is only 10% of what happens to you, but 90% of how you react to it. So that is what the Lord is expecting you to exhibit, how you react. And when Arjuna asked Krishna, for one who is a Sthiradi Muni, for one who is equiposed in consciousness, how does he work? That means, how does he respond to challenging situations? Then we begin to talk about his glories. He's equiposed, he's not disturbed by happiness or distress. He sees the hand of the Lord in all situations. And he uses every challenge as a stepping stone to go into a higher level. And that should be expected. The Lord's mercy in action. Horrible. Okay. So I appreciate the association of devotees more. Those who get the mercy of the spiritual master, they appreciate the association of devotees more and more. They want to associate with devotees more and more and more. They value it. And they also simultaneously lose taste in holy association. For one who has gotten the mercy of the spiritual master, he cherishes the association of devotees more, and he simultaneously loses taste in the association of non-devotees or unholy people. He seeks for holy association and he avoids unholy association. That is a sign that such a person has gotten the blessings of his spiritual master. And also, yes, he gets more quality services, his services become more quality. Okay. Okay. Very soon we're going to read from some of the books. Okay, now the next thing is that formal worship of ISKCON gurus. Formal worship of ISKCON gurus. Pranam mantras. Pranam mantras. Offering aratical. Guru puja. Restricted titles. Welcoming Vaishnava. These are the sub-headings. So I'm going to read what is in the student handbook for us to. Pranam mantras. That after chanting, this is worship of ISKCON gurus, so not Srila Prabhupada directly, but generally ISKCON gurus. How we should conduct worship of ISKCON gurus, because this lesson is about Guru Puja. So how do we conduct gurus who are not Srila Prabhupada, who are not founder acharyas? Are they on the same platform with Srila Prabhupada? How do we conduct their worship? This is the next stage. Now listen attentively, direct answers. After chanting the pranam mantra of their guru or Diksha guru, all grand disciples and future generations should chant at least the first of Srila Prabhupada's pranam mantra while offering obeisances as a means of respecting the founder Acharya. You get that, or you have a question on that? All disciples of other gurus, apart from Srila Prabhupada, they are grand disciples of Srila Prabhupada. All of them, after chanting their Guru Pranam in full, they should chant at least the first line of Srila Prabhupada mantra. And what is the first line? Namaham Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutali Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swamini Tinamini. That is the first line. And he might as well chant it fully. Namaste Saraswati Devi Guruvani Pracharanani Visesa Sunyavadi Pachatyadi Satarini. In addition to his spiritual master. So this is a way of respecting Srila Prabhupada as our grandfather or preeminent Siksha Guru. We get it right? Then offering arati. While performing arati in the temple or at temple-related functions, a pujari may keep a small picture of his or a Diksha Guru on the arati tray or table instead of the altar, provided the Diksha Guru is an ISKCON approved Guru in good standing. Do you understand this? First of all, a woman can be a pujari. From this statement, a woman can be a pujari and a man can be a pujari. Male devotee can be a pujari. So pujariship is not a monopoly for the men. Women can also become pujaris. Pujaris means those who are directly serving the Lord in the altar. Okay? Then he said, whichever one, either a man or woman, what you should do is that you should place your spiritual master's picture on the arti tray, not directly on the altar. You should place it on the arti tray. And it should be smaller in size than that of Srila Prabhupada. As a way of subordinating that guru, though you are my guru, but you are also a disciple of Srila Prabhupada. So I recognize that, and I'm sending my services to Srila Prabhupada through you, because I don't know how to serve Srila Prabhupada well. You can serve Srila Prabhupada on my behalf. So you offer to your guru that your guru should be placed on a table other than the altar or on the altar tray itself. And the second part, the picture of the Disa Guru should be smaller inside than the picture of Srila Prabhupada on the altar, and it shall be removed after the art. You hear it? Why is it necessary? This is necessary because, first of all, it enables us to avoid community dissension. What do we mean by community dissension here? Especially in a multi-guru environment, if you highlight your guru over Srila Prabhupada, you are fanning the fire of minimizing the position of Srila Prabhupada. You are fanning the fire of dissension. Because if you highlight your guru over Srila Prabhupada, another devotee who is a devotee of another guru highlights his guru over Srila Prabhupada. And if in a temple where there are 5, 6 different gurus have their disciples, each disciple will highlight his guru over, put his guru in the altar will be full of gurus. And if you highlight, give more importance to your guru than Srila Prabhupada, everybody give more importance to the guru or their guru than Srila Prabhupada, then before you realize, there will be guru groupism. My guru, your guru. When they are doing your guru's guru puja, nobody will attend. Only your guru disciple will attend. And that one is not our guru. I will not attend. Then if you don't attend his own, when you are doing your own, you will not also attend. If we begin to behave as neophyte devotees like that, before you realize, the temple will be a place of in groups and out groups. My own guru, my own group, your own group, his own group, their own groups. So there will be quarrel and mediocrity. And instead of unity in diversity, there will be complexity in diversity. You see? It promotes community dissension. So in this way, community will, instead of growing together as a bundle broom, thereby having more more positive impact on the society, it will begin to fragment. Even though we are many, we cannot work together, we are not cooperating. And this one is blaspheming this one with every opportunity. This one trying to label this one at the cause of the problems, like this, and there will be more conflict. And this will affect newcomers. When new people come, we want to spread that our disgruntled consciousness. Therefore, we trap them, target them, start telling them about other devotees, forgetting that the person will see all of us as the same. We start telling that devotee, don't go near that devotee. That devotee is like this devotee is like this, that devotee is like that. You start blaspheming devotees to this new person who has come to seek for the blessings of the devotees. Without the blessings of the devotees there, that new devotee cannot make any advancement in Krishna consciousness. He has no place. But instead of enabling him or encouraging him to respect and appreciate the devotees he has met, you are making him to commit offenses to these devotees from whom he needs blessing. So you deprive him of the blessings of you become like a witch or wizard. Yes, you are bewitching the system by your immaturity and mediocrity and neophytism. You are bewitching the system. That is what it means. So it promotes community dissension if we do not do this Guru Puja, especially to Srila Prabhupada and the temple, and emphasize on it. If we don't emphasize on it, it fans the fire of dissension, community dissension. And us, therefore, we need to highlight to newcomers we are highlighting Srila Prabhupada as the most important person among all the gurus. After all, he's the founder Acharya. We are doing that so that the newcomers will also know that this is the founder Acharya. All those other gurus are disciples of the founder Acharya. So their oneness is their oneness in trying to carry out the order of Srila Prabhupada. And respect is arrogated to them proportionately based on the degree of their commitment to Srila Prabhupada. That's why when you want to take a guru also, one of the objective criteria is to evaluate how committed is that person, that potential guru, to implementing Srila Prabhupada's desire. You get it right? I hope you will get it right. I hope you will get it right. I hope you will get it right. And you have gotten it right. Yes, you have gotten it right. I believe you have gotten it right. So we have to highlight the position of Srila Prabhupada over others. Okay? Then let us read one thing again. Here, now, Guru Puja. The disciple of ISKCON gurus other than Srila Prabhupada may offer Guru Puja to their gurus outside the temple room. That means inside the temple room, now only Srila Prabhupada Guru Puja will do. If we want to do Guru Puja to our spiritual master, we can go to the Guru Ashram to do it. The temple should provide facility for these disciples' worship. Now, restricted title. No one in ISKCON will be addressed publicly with the honorific title of His Divine Grace, nor be addressed either publicly or privately by the honorific endings in Pada, that means the Prabhupada. Say, before we used to say back to Pada. That Pada should be reserved, or Deva, Guru Deva. Disciples may address their ISKCON Diksha Guru or Siksha Gurus as Guru Deva, okay, or Guru Maharaj. But to put Pada, it's not accepted. Only Prabhupada, then Prabhupada's gurus. Otherwise, before you realize, the gurus themselves begin to think that they are on the same platform with Srila Prabhupada. So to create a balance, these moderations are made. Then welcoming Vaishnavas. Events welcoming Vaishnavas, including those serving as gurus to ISKCON temples, should be modest. For example, offering of a sitting place, offering of prasadam, and something to drink, presentation of a gallant, and performance of kirtan. So we should do it to the barest minimum. We should not over-highlight it. Because in each temple, there are more than one guru disciples. That we don't create deception. A situation whereby when it is time for Guru Puja, Guru Puja is done once every year. Guru Vyasa Puja is done once every year. Yet, in a temple where devotees are not very advanced, if there are about 5-6 gurus having disciples in that temple, there is a common behavior that when a particular guru comes, only his disciples carry it on their head. Our guru has come, they are arranging. They won't go to the airport. Some other disciples' guru will not go. They don't see it as important. Then only these guru disciples go and bring him. And when they come to serve him, only his gurus, his direct disciples are serving him. Another guru comes. It is like that. It doesn't promote unity at all. Because all gurus are one. We should be firmly focused, firmly fixed in that understanding. All gurus are one because all gurus are representatives of Srila Prabhupada. So by that extension, if they're in a temple, maybe some gurus have only 2 disciples. Another guru may have 50, 100 disciples. When it is time for the Vyasa Puja of the disciple with 100, group with 100 disciples, all will come together, contribute, and do very powerful feast and powerful program for their guru. But when it gets to the one that has only maybe 2 or 10 disciples, their program is very minimal. Even the person themselves, they only manage to do something, while all the others are feeling unconcerned. It should not be. The standards should be one. There should be a standard procedure for worshiping each and every guru, and all devotees must combine to do the Vyasa Puja of every guru. If we do that, then we are promoting unity in diversity. Otherwise, we are promoting diversity in complexity.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah. So please, is it allowed that after taking initiation, when you have your Diksha Guru, can you consult other gurus? Like, can you? I know you have to serve them all equal, but can you consult another guru for any assistance or anything?
The most practical thing to do is to consult your own guru for personal stuffs. Once your guru is still alive, you should consult your guru. Understand?
Yeah.
It's a way of showing loyalty to your guru. Consult your guru. But if your guru is not around and another guru comes around, you can still consult with him, but the degree of consultation should be less than how you consult your guru. Maybe once in a while you can consult certain gurus for clarification in terms of maybe like questions you have, you can ask during class and all that. And the personal growth, your spiritual personal growth, you can also ask other gurus, how to make progress if one is having this kind of a situation. You can still ask, but most confidential things you should ask from your own guru.
Okay.
And whatever your guru tells you, you should carry it out. So the proportion of consultations should differ. Consult your guru more. Consult other gurus less. Because ultimately, it is your guru who is responsible for taking you back home back to God. And if he's still alive, it's a way of showing respect and obedience and commitment to him also. But wherever he is, presently now it is easy through phones and WhatsApp. You can easily contact your guru anywhere. Any major decision you want to do, you should contact your guru if he's on the planet. And for books, you can read the proper books more. You can read your guru's book also, but you read the proper books more. On other gurus' books, less. Because Prabhupada is the preeminent Siksha Guru of ISKCON.
This question because during class, as you are teaching us, you just said it that all gurus are one. So irrespective of, to me, my understanding, I was thinking, as you said, all gurus are one. Though I thought maybe you have taken initiation from a particular guru, but then because they are all one, you have every right to ask every one question equally. That was what I was thinking. That is why I asked this question.
Yeah, your thinking is correct. That is how it's supposed to be. But for some critical issues, you have to still settle for your guru's opinion, especially if your guru's direction conflicts with what any other guru gives you. Like, for instance, you are a devotee you want to marry. These are very critical, sensitive issues. So your immediate temple authority can give his own advice. And if any guru comes around, he can give his own advice if you ask him. But you should also ask your guru, your personal guru, the one you take diksha from. Whatever he says, you should take that as the final. But generally, clearing of doubts, philosophical questions, and others, you can ask from any guru. Understand?
Okay.
even marriage issue sensitive, you can still ask from other gurus, but you still hear from your guru also before you make final decision.
Okay.
Because your gurus, other gurus are like your uncles. Understand? They
Yeah.
are like your uncles, but your father is still your father. So some exclusive reserves should be there for him.
Okay. But Harikrishna Prabhu,
Haribo.
so what if you have taken an initiation from a guru who is far away from you, and then communication between you and the guru can be less? How do you go about it?
Yeah, for that one also, because the immediate temple authorities, they are actually working in harmony with your guru. So you can consult with them on daily basis. After all, they are in charge of your daily spiritual guidance. But whatever major decision you want to take, you should still confirm, submit it to your own guru for confirmation. Sensitive.
My question is, your guru is very busy, and then maybe doesn't stay at one place or somehow or the other. Like we have guru, let's say last Sunday, when we came to temple, the guru who gave the message, according to how he was addressed by Prabhu Srivas, he's saying he's one of the gurus who traveled like outskirts of the land. So if imagine such guru is your guru, he's a very busy person that he can hardly get time for you. But that is the person you have chosen as your guru. That is my question. I just want to understand.
You can write him now. You can write him and call him. Thanks to modern communication tools, you can reach him anywhere he is, on phone or even through WhatsApp messages. So you should always communicate with your guru. Understand? Though others are also, guru is one, but major critical decisions, you should consult with your guru first, confirm with your guru first. Even though other gurus give you advice, you should first lastly confirm with your guru before you take the decision. Because generally the gurus don't contradict, but if it is something concerning marriage, for instance, it's a very critical issue. And maybe you want to travel to other countries to go and stay and do devotional service. Things like that. You can consult with your immediate authority, but you have to get confirmation from your own guru also. You have to tell your guru that, look, I've spoken with so person about this, and they advised me like this. So what is your opinion about this? I want to take this major decision. You want to travel to some other countries. And in traveling with the other countries, you may have to leave your wife behind here. Your wife and children will be here. You want to go and stay in a country where you can make more money so that you can take better care of them. You such decisions, your guru must know. The person who gave you Diksha, initiation, must know. And if you send him message, he will definitely see your message and he will confirm. He will approve. Always look for that approval. Okay, and if he says, okay, whatever the temple management there says, you should follow it, then of course he has given his approval. So that is how it should be. That is why before we got to this topic, we treated the topic where there is administrative line of authority and there is spiritual line of authority. Your spiritual line of authority is your Diksha Guru, and your administrative line of authority is your temple president. And we gave an example of if your Diksha Guru is maybe going to do Rath Yatra in Kenya, and he says, okay, he gives instruction to all the disciples that all the disciples in West Africa should try and meet him in Kenya, so that they can also have opportunity to associate with other God brothers, other people who are disciples from different places. Meanwhile, the temple you are serving, you are few, you have manpower problem, and you are working in the altar, which is a critical service. No temple president jokes with a pujaris working in the altar, because the altar is the engine house. And the engine house needs punctuality and cleanliness. So the person working there knows best how to serve the deities and make them happy. Meanwhile, his guru has given such instructions without first consulting with the temple president that they should all come to Sister Temple for country for a theatre. What does it do? Which order will you look at? Will you disobey your administrative authority and obey your spiritual authority, or you will obey your spiritual authority and disobey your administrative authority? Which ones do you do? We asked that question. And the conclusion was that first, you should communicate this message from your guru to your temple president. And let your temple president communicate with your guru. Then whatever the two of them resolve, then they will reach back to you. Then you carry it out. This is how to solve the problem. So as long as your Diksha Guru is still on the planet, before you take any major decision, you should consult with him. That solves the whole problem, okay?
Okay.
You can still hear from this one, but still verify from your guru.
I think about that. It means when you consult, like the way from what you from the advice you just gave, what I took from it now is that then it's like major decisions you must consult your personal guru, but then if you are consulting your temple president, and then it's like your personal information that is confidential between you and your guru, you are giving them to your temple president as well.
But the final authority, the final direction should be given by should be approved by your guru, your initiation guru. Understand? Because the one who is responsible for taking you back home, back to Goddess. And he has seen far. Sometimes he sees farther than whoever can advise you. He knows you better than anyone else, because he personally meditates on you as a person. He has evaluated as your guru your spiritual, your problems, and the level of help you need in order to advance. So he's giving you instruction based on all that. Understand? So you have to, whatever decision, major decision you take, you have to seek for his approval. But if it is the one that your immediate temple president can approve, that is not too serious thing. Whatever your temple president tells you, you do. You obey your temple president. Then you tell your guru that this decision was taken. But to be on the safe side, if it is something very critical, you consult with your guru. Also, you consult with your immediate authority, you get something from there, you consult with your guru, and the final conclusion from your guru. That is what you should carry out.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna. So, Vyasa Puja, notes down some reflections about attending a Vyasa Puja ceremony below. There's a box there, but let us read. Vyasa Puja for ISKCON current Diksha and Siksha Gurus. In order to focus more fully on Srila Prabhupada and every devotee's special relationship with him, an ISKCON Siksha or Diksha Guru may accept public Guru Puja, Arati and or food bathing in person once a year on ISKCON's property on his or her Vyasa Puja Day. So on Vyasa Puja Day, which happens only once in a year, we can do any Guru's Vyasa Puja in the temple room. We can do any Guru's Vyasa Puja in the temple room, but just once in a year. But the Vyasa Puja is the Prabhupada is done every day of the year. But on the birthday or the appearance day of the Guru, you can do the Guru's Vyasa Puja in the temple room. everything, if the guru is physically present, whatever to be done is done in the temple room, just once in a year. This celebration may be held in the temple room. ISKCON members conducting Vyasa Puja ceremonies for ISKCON gurus shall observe them in a modest way, significantly less elaborate than Srila Prabhupada's Vyasa Puja. In general, devotees shall observe these Vyasa Puja celebrations in their own localities. In ISKCON, Vyasa Puja books may be published only for Srila Prabhupada. We publish Vyasa Puja book only for Srila Prabhupada. And note, if generally considered, or it is generally considered a violation of Vaishnava etiquette for disciples to request the spiritual masters, God brothers, or God sisters to write an offering for, offer praises during, or participate in the Vyasa Puja ceremony for their spiritual master. Like as this temple is now, for instance, His Grace Shiva Das Banachari is a guru. But there are some devotees in this community who are his God brothers. They are not his disciples, but they are his God brothers. So it is an offense for the disciples of maybe His Grace Shiva Banachari to request those of us who are his God brothers to write offerings, offerings to Banachari on his Vyasa Puja day. Write offering, or that they should come and worship, do the Guru Puja, that try to make it compulsory for them to come and worship their Guru. No, they should not do that. That is generally considered a violation of Vaishnava etiquette for disciples to request the spiritual masters, God brothers or God sisters to write an offering for, offer praise during, or participate in the Vyasa Puja ceremony for their spiritual master. It's considered an offense. If, however, the particular God brother wants to do on his own volition, he's not forced to, but if he wants to do as a matter of glorifying the contributions or appreciating the contributions that person has made in his life, he can do. He can participate in the Vyasa Puja ceremony where they are glorifying him and also glorifying him based on what he knows about him. Yes. But for them to make it come like a compulsory thing that you must do it, disciples should not do that to his God brothers. It's an offense. But it's a transgression of Vaishnava etiquette. Srila Prabhupada's Vyasa Puja and Tirobhava Titi. ISKCON members shall celebrate Srila Prabhupada's Vyasa Puja and Tirobhava ceremony as the preeminent Vyasa Puja and Tirobhava ceremony in ISKCON. All ISKCON members are requested to write an annual Vyasa Puja offering to Srila Prabhupada. For Srila Prabhupada, however, everybody is requested to do and also to write an offering to Srila Prabhupada. Okay, everybody, all devotees, ISKCON devotees, should write offerings to Srila Prabhupada. It's compulsory. Now, let us ask this question. How should we write our offerings to our Guru or Srila Prabhupada? When writing Vyasa Puja offering, Vyasa Puja offering means Vyasa Puja offering means that offering you do, or the writing, you write a letter to your Guru telling him about or appreciating all the services he has done, how he has served the spiritual life, and you reaffirm your commitment to remaining his disciple a way of appreciating the spiritual master's services to you as a disciple, good disciple, and making commitment and renewing your vows. That is Vyasa Puja writing. So we say, how should we write our offering to our Guru or to Srila Prabhupada? How? The system is to first express your insignificance and inabilities. You let the Guru know that you are insignificant. You are not anything special. You are like a seed in the bag, in the sack of a mustard seed. Out of millions, you are just one. Understand? You should let your Guru know about how insignificant you are. To write like that. And also, therefore, your inability to serve him as you're supposed to serve him, that your services are not perfect. You should accept your shortcomings in serving him. Gurudev, I'm actually not very advanced, just one of the tiny. There are so many of your disciples who can serve you very nicely. I don't come close to them. You see, I don't have the ability to do things very well, but I'm trying to do so that you can correct my mistakes and gradually carry me along. So overlook my shortcomings and just take my innermost intention and bless me, no matter the offenses that come in the course of the service. After all, it is somebody who is not, or a child who is learning how to walk, must fall down, stand and fall, stand and fall. And it is one who is making endeavor to stand that will be falling. So if I'm making mistakes in the course of service, you should see that I'm trying to serve you, and even though I don't know how to serve you better. So forgive me all my shortcomings and just bless me. Let me become a better servant. That should be your attitude. Your write-up must reflect that attitude of humility. Then you express your gratitude for special or specific or general gifts the Guru has given you. Express your gratitude to the Guru. You are grateful to him that you are not anything, you are not able to, you are nothing compared to others. But by his grace, you are able to do so and so services consistently for some time. That whatever ability you have, it is by his grace. Your letters will reflect this submission to the Guru. When you're writing Vyasa Puja offerings, will reflect this submission and its significance. That means you are humble, register your humility. Then glorify the Guru, glorify the Guna and Lila of the spiritual master. You glorify the exalted position of the spiritual master, the qualities he embodied that endear him to everyone. You should write about those exalted qualities. Then some specific pastimes he had done, some activities he did that are very motivating to others. You should glorify those activities, recall, make reference to those activities. So you glorify his guna and his lila, his qualities and his pastimes. Then you report your services at his feet as a matter of accountability. Understand that, look, you gave me social services to do, but this is the much I've been able to do. For the past years, I was able to go on Harinam Sankirtan regularly, maybe once a year and once a week. And I used to go on Sankirtan, individual Sankirtan, twice a week. And I used to conduct Sanskrit services, Sanskrit courses, teaching and helping to teach others about ISKCON Disciple Course, Bhakti Sastri, Bhakti Vaibhav. And I'm able to do these services by your mercy. And I know that all these services, I didn't do them perfectly, but I tried to do. So you should give me your mercy so that I can do them more perfectly and be able to do more services, similar services, because that is my area of interest. And luckily for me, you have approved for me to do it. I want to do it better. Grant me the wisdom and understanding and the ability to do these services, in a more pleasing way. Vyasa project should include things like that. Then you should pray for His mercy, that on your own you cannot do it, but by His mercy it is possible. So He should give you His mercy so that you'll be able to do these services effectively. Then you beg for forgiveness or forgiveness of any offenses you have committed so far in trying to execute devotional service. And also, you have to let Him know that you are using that opportunity, auspicious Vyasa opportunity, to reaffirm your vows and your commitment to Him. Your writings should reflect things like that. Don't go and tell Guru how powerful you are, how expert you are doing this and expert you are. Don't go and glorify yourself while trying to write to Guru. Instead of glorifying Guru, you end up glorifying yourself. Many people write like that. And they want the Guru to see that they are very powerful servants. I've done this, I've done that, I've done this, I've done that. But that the Guru will see that, yes, you are a very powerful servant. Some people write with this kind of mindset, and it reflects. If the Guru reads your offering, he will immediately see your mind. And the mind with which you write the offering, that is what the Guru responds to. If you are writing out of pride, he will see it, and he can chastise you. So your writings will be moderated by this kind of thinking. Okay? And you should also take some new commitments that I've been doing this and that, but I would like to add this to it, or if there's any more specific service you want me to do, it should let you know that you are ready to do it. Your writings will reflect that, and that you are reaffirming your vows. That last year you followed the vows, that you defaulted in some areas. You mentioned the area specifically and begged the Guru to grant you His mercy so that you'll be able to perform better in those areas specifically. If there's a special service you want to do, you can ask for benediction for it. Then you request for specific benediction to increase your services from the Guru. The Guru will grant you, okay, you want to do that, I bless you. Then express the relationship you want to establish with your Guru. That this is how you want to really establish, you want to become His fixed servant. A servant who will be ready to wake up middle of the night once a year. The Guru say, do this, you just get up. Guru say, go to another country, ready to, you should write to the Guru to express the type of relationship you want to have with him. And you should not be lazy or neglect these writings. Even some Guru, some senior devotees used to write him letter every day. As a matter of daily commitment, you write to the Guru. They may not send the letter, but they will write it. Then Gurudev, thank you very much for allowing me to wake up today. Today, these are the services I want to do, and these are the services I've been doing. I want you to give me strength to be able to do them better. And this one I want to add to it. So grant me the ability to be able to manage all in your service and for the immediate pleasure of your representatives. So like this, your Vyasa Pujas will reflect humility. To reflect humility. So I will read a few things from the book 630 to 930, 630 to 930. Yes, we still have some time. Now, are there some questions or commentaries on this point so far? Are there some more questions or commentaries on this point? Otherwise, we want to read some other few things, then can close for today. Today will not go beyond the time by Krishna's mercy. So, additional notes. honor the picture of the Guru. There is no difference between me and my picture. Therefore, we should honor and keep pictures in that spirit. If we throw pictures this way and that way, that is offense. The name and the picture are as good as the person in the spiritual world. So treat your Gurudev pictures with respect. As much as you respect him in his physical presence, that much you should respect his pictures, because it's not different from his picture. Then the spiritual master's appearance day is worshipped as Vyasa Puja. The ripened fruit is received hand to hand through disciplined succession. Anyone who does this work in disciplined succession from Srila Vyasadeva is considered as representative of Vyasadeva. And as such, the bona fide spiritual master's appearance day is worshipped as Vyasadeva. And as such, the bona fide spiritual master's appearance day is worshipped as Vyasa Puja. The exalted seat on which the spiritual master sits is also called Vyasasana. So, Vyasadeva is the literary incarnation of Krishna. And the spiritual master is his representative. So, as much as you will respect Vyasadeva, that much you should respect your spiritual master. And the seat we sit on in class to give class, in temple to give class, is also called Vyasasana. That means the sitting place of Vyasadeva. So anybody who sits there on that seat is representing Srila Vyasadeva. And the respect to be given to Srila Vyasadeva should be given to him, because he's representing Srila Vyasadeva. So we should take note of this. Then, not a single of the jewels or contribution the viceroy could touch. Let me read. So this Vyasa Puja means one day in a year, on the birthday of the spiritual master, because he's representative of Vyasa. He is delivering the same knowledge which has come down by disciplined succession without any change. He is offered the respect. This is called Vyasa Puja. And the spiritual master receives all honor, all contribution on behalf of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, not for his person. Just like in our country, when there was British rule, there was a viceroy, a king's representative. So naturally, when viceroy used to go to some meeting, many people used to present valuable jewels, valuable, because just to honor him. But the law was that not a single of the jewels or contribution the viceroy could touch. It was going to the royal treasury. The viceroy could accept on behalf of the king or contribution, but it goes to the king. Similarly, this day, Vyasa Puja Day, whatever honor, contribution, and feelings is being offered to the spiritual master, it is, again, as we have received the knowledge from upward, similarly, this respect also goes from downward to the upward. This is the process. So as the spiritual master is teacher of the student, he has to teach the disciple how to send back his respects and contribution to God. This is called Vyasa Puja. So you got it right? The viceroy or the vice can represent the king. And when it goes for some serious function, they will give valuable gifts to the king through the viceroy. But the vice does not have the right to take any of those gifts for himself. All the gifts are meant for the king's treasury. So as he receives them, he goes to deliver them accordingly, exactly. So similarly, the spiritual master is a representative of Silavyasa Dev. So whatever offering made to him, whatever glorification given to him, he does not absorb it. He also transfers it to the spiritual master. The spiritual master transfers it to the spiritual master, on and on until you get back to Silavyasa Dev again. This is the position of a guru. A guru is a representative of Silavyasa Dev. This is the point Srila Prabhupada is making. So by the same token, all Srila Prabhupada disciples, gurus in ISKCON, they are representing Srila Prabhupada. So whatever service you give to them, whatever worship you give to them, they just receive it and channel it to Prabhupada. That's why the Parampara will protect them from deviations also. That is how the process works. Then the last one, the secret of Sri Vyasa Puja. Herein lies the secret of Sri Vyasa Puja. When we meditate on the transcendental persons of the absolute Godhead, we are proud to feel that we are his eternal servitors, and we become jubilant and dance with joy. All glories to my spiritual, my divine master, for it is he who has, out of his unceasing flow of mercy, stirred up within us such a movement of eternal existence. Let us bow down at his lotus feet. So that is it. That is it. The spiritual master, he takes the ripened fruits from the other person and on and on and on. He sends it down to the disciple is downstairs, unbroken. So the disciples will also offer respect to him, and he will also offer the respect to his superior on and on till he gets to the number one. This is the process of the Parampara. So are there some questions and commentaries on these points? Are there some questions and commentaries on these points? There are some questions and commentaries on these points. Are there some questions and commentaries on these points? Aribo, are there some questions and commentaries on these points? Are there some questions and commentaries on these points?
No problem. My Krishna is okay.
Okay, so you learn plenty of things. Each person should tell us one thing that he learned today before we close. Just volunteer, then you tell us what you learned today.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
One thing that I learned today is the spiritual master, the picture of the spiritual master and the spiritual master is the one should treat this picture of the spiritual master exactly as the spiritual master himself. That there's no difference between the spiritual master and the picture of the spiritual master.
Okay. The picture of the spiritual master is not different from the spiritual master himself. So you should treat the picture of the spiritual master very nicely, as much as you will treat the spiritual master. Okay, very good. So if you have a picture of your guru, clean it well, serve him like you serve the physical person. Good. Very good. So what again? Any other person? I will call your names one by one. I will call your names one by one. Don't go. If you go, you have committed an offense. Let us start from back to Titus. What is your take home for today? But the Titus, are you there? If you are not there, we'll come back to you. But Gaddafi. But Gaddafi, are you there? If you are not there, we'll come back to you. Back in Sewa. Are you there? What is your take home for today? So you people are not there, you just off your videos. That's why we want you to always on your videos. You just put on the video and you leave. And you want us to believe that you are there. That is cheating. I hereby challenge you, if you are there on your video. Yes, but in grace has appeared. But Olamide is there. Which other person is there? If you are not there and you are just dribbling us.
Prabhu, I'm here.
My this thing has gone off. Would you? What has happened? Okay, you are there.
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay. But Janet is there. So what is your take home from today's class?
Take.
Huh?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Arigo.
I am taking home tonight that if I want to,
What are you going to buy?
I should respect my guru. And when I'm going to my guru, I shouldn't go empty-handed for the sake of showing some appreciation. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
That was yesterday. And that was our last class, not today's class.
Hare Krishna,
But
Prabhu.
today you talk
Prabhu.
about chanting. You talk about how to choose guru.
How to choose guru. That was another day, not today.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Arigo.
I learned that it is good to perform Guru Puja in order to
What should be your attitude in performing Guru Puja? That's what I want to hear. One of the attitudes. What mood should you perform Guru Puja?
I have to be humble.
You have to be humble.
Yes, focused.
And surrender.
Yes.
Then if you do Guru Puja in that right attitude, what will be your benefits? What will you gain?
It will Hello, Prabhu.
I'm there.
I will get a divine blessing.
get divine blessings.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Then your material desires will reduce.
Yes, Prabhu.
Uh,
And at the same time, it will lift my vibration.
it will lift your vibration and sharpen your focus and intensify your bhakti.
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay, that's good. Thank you. Back to Titus, are you back? Back to Olamide, are you there? Olamide, are you there? Yes, if you are there, tell us what is your take home for today.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Yes, take home for today. Yes, many, but I will mention maybe one or two. One thing is that it's important to worship, to do Guru Puja, because the presence of the Guru is needed, and if one do this Guru Puja, one mind will be purified. That is one important thing about Guru Puja.
Your mind will be purified.
Yes.
What of your intelligence?
So when the mind is purified, the intelligence will increase.
And what of your ego?
Yes, it's also included. Yes.
And what of your senses? What of your senses, will they be purified?
Yes, also, Prabhu. Absolutely. Sure.
Okay. So purification will take place. Okay. If you perform these things with surrender, if you perform these things with submission, if you perform these activities with surrender unto the Lord, is surrendered unto the Lord. If you perform these activities with submission and attentiveness, we attain unity and discipline, true of us.
Yes, Prabhu.
Attentive to what? To the spiritual master, instruction of the spiritual master, to the deities, to the scriptures, to the Maha Mantra, to hearing Krishna's pastimes, attentive to all our devotional practices. And we are submissive in the matter of implementing. We attain unity and discipline. Okay. So what else? Dr. Titus, are you there now? Oh yeah, you are still not there. But the title used to be attentive. You used to be there.
Prabhuji, please, I'm here.
You are there.
Yes, please.
What is your take home now? What are you taking home today?
Prabhuji, please, what I'm taking home is the benefit of the Guru Puja, that through the Guru Puja we can get the mercy of the Guru and also the strength of the Guru for obeying the rules and regulations. And through the Guru Puja we also develop love and devotion. Through the Guru Puja, it helps us to purify our hearts and other senses. So these are some of the benefits I'm taking home.
Okay. Okay. Bhaktin Ama Sewa or Bhaktin Gifty. Are you there or you only there diplomatically? Are you a diplomatic giant? You can be there, but you are not there. Okay. Okay, so thank you very much. We see you on Friday by His grace. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. See you. Thank you very much for your attendance. Krishna
Thank
bless
you.
you.